Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is May 21st, 2021. I will cover top healthcare stocks. I got few images here. First one is Agilent Tech. They're into addressing global pandemic, especially COVID-19, and they're a clear leader in this space. Next, we got Pac Bio. It's a medical device maker here, and they're helping with this, sequencing and helping to track new variants of COVID-19. I think it's a great company here. And one more is Affimed. Affimed is really around actualizing the untapped potential of the immune system, and they're doing some great job at it. So with that, let's look at some of these stocks and also look at some of the sectors and performance of the sectors and take it from there. From a sector perspective, as you can see here, we got all the key sectors here. As you can see here, today we'll be talking about healthcare. Healthcare has been doing pretty okay, as you can see here. Off late, it's a little bit muted performance in a 1 month, 3 month, and 6 month basis. But over the long haul, this company does well. In a 5 year basis, it's done 106%. That's a good performance. And also, if you look at the healthcare stocks, we got some of the steady eddy stocks like J&J, UNH, Pfizer, Novartis, Merck. Many of these stocks you can buy and you can sleep at night peacefully. And then we got some biotech stocks which go up and down pretty rapidly. So with that, let's jump in and cover healthcare in a little more detail. So if you look at healthcare, we got various industries within the healthcare. The first is biotechnology industry, and here you got some of the important players like Moderna, Vertex, BioNTech, Alexion, and so on and so forth. As you see here, some of these stocks have done extremely well. For example, Moderna has done 140%, BioNTech has done 277%, and Novavax has done 185%. And then there are some losers here. As you can see here, Vertex had done minus 25. Royalty Pharma, which is a big pharma company, has done, at least zero. It has done nothing in last 1 year. And here, Maravai Life, they've done just positive 5%, 0.05%. So the key here is really if you want to invest in biotechnology, go with the basket approach. Look at few players and keep investing a little bit at a time, so that way you know who is the winner, who is the loser. You can invest more in the winner and cut back on the loser. Next is diagnostics, and diagnostics, these are the big players in diagnostics. Thermo Fisher has clearly done very nicely last year. This year, with the COVID vaccines out, they're a little bit, just 37% in 1 year. And Danaher, another great company. I love this company. They've done 60%. IQV, they've done 66. I think they've done nicely. And some of these stocks like Envite, Guardian Health, they're also my favorites, but they've not done that great. Especially GH has not done great. But I normally buy this stock, after the quarterly earnings. Sometimes they come down so drastically. That's a good time to pick this stock up. Then we got drug manufacturers. These are some of the biggest players here: J&J, Pfizer, Novartis, AbbVie. As you can see, they have not done great, with the exception of maybe say Lilly to some extent and AbbVie. Others have not done great, but these are steady Eddie companies. They also give good dividend. You can buy this and forget about it. I think generally these are good companies. We have drug manufacturers here, specialty. For example, we've got Zoetis, they're into animal health. I think it's a great company. I love this company. And then we got Elanco, same story, animal health. They've done very nicely. And we got PPD, Bosch, Canopy Growth, and Tilray. I think Tilray has done nicely. But we have these two, Takeda Pharmaceuticals and VRTS, they've done negative. So did Perrigo. Perrigo used to be a great stock before. They got their ups and downs. It is good to catch this company when they're down. They will give a good bounce back. Then we got healthcare IT company. They've not done much. with the exchange with the exception of Change Health. They've done very nicely. Others have not done great. Medical devices companies are also doing well. Off late, as you can see, they have not done great. We have some steady Eddie companies like Abbott Labs, Medtronics, pretty solid companies. You can buy the stock and keep it for a long time. And then you got companies like Integra. I think it's done nicely, but not great. I also like Nano X Imaging. They are down a little bit. I think it's a great company. I kind of buy when this company is down and hold it for a while. On the medical instrument side, we got a couple of these companies like Becton, BDX, which is a great company. They've not done much at all. Then you got Hologic. I think after the earnings, this company dropped a lot. It could be a good time to buy some Hologic and keep it. Then we got Envista. I think it's done nicely, 135%, and X-ray has also done pretty okay. On the healthcare plans, I think these are very steady Eddie companies. I love UNH especially. It's a great stock. You can buy this company and hold it for a long time. And so is CVS and Scie. Centene off late has not done great. I think this is a good company to buy. After the earnings when the stock is down drastically. Last but not least, we got medical distribution. Stocks has not done great, but I think McKesson is okay. It's doing pretty okay, and so is Henry Schein. Cardinal Health, I think they came down drastically last month or so. Maybe a good time to pick Cardinal Health. So with that, let's go into a little more detail on some stocks. I will go pretty quickly and take it from there. From a healthcare, from a large cap stock perspective, there are some very good stocks here. We got BioNTech, Moderna, Horizon Pharma, and HCA. As you see here, it's got very nice sales growth on a 1 year basis and also quarter over quarter basis, with the exception of Horizon, which has got a negative quarter over quarter, but it's done nicely on a 1 year basis. One thing to look at this is really as you look at how much they're off from 52-week high. For example, Horizon Pharma. If you buy it now, you're kind of chasing when it's at a high. They're just 3% off. I would wait for a little more pullback. But Moderna, I think it's been pulling back very nicely. It may be good to buy small amounts of this stock slowly. And BioNTech is almost at the high. It's okay to buy a little bit, but I would not buy too much. As we go into next few stocks here, I like Elanco Health and Alexion. I think this is okay. I think this company is being bought by a different company, but they're at the top. I would not buy at this time. Bausch Health, it used to be a great company, but off late, I think as you can see here, um, the sales growth is negative. They're turning positive in the quarter over quarter. This is a great stock. I would probably buy when they're a little bit down and hold it for a long time. It's a great company. Yeah. So then we got a couple more here, PPD, IQV, X-ray. As you can see, all these companies in bold, they got nice positive sales growth. I love that sales growth here. And they also have got nice 1 year growth here. And as you scan through this, some of these companies are at their 52-week high, like IQV as an example, and also one here, Jazz. So it's good to wait a little bit for a pullback on a shorter term, maybe 1 week, 2 week, 1 month, and then buy. If you got Thermo Fisher, I think this is a great company. They're down 13% from 52-week high. They've done just 35% in 1 year. I think this stock has pulled back, as you can see here, in a 3 month, 1 month, and 2 week. It may be okay to buy slowly and a little bit at a time. Henry Schein is another great company. They've done nicely, 35%. Stock has been pulling back. It may be okay to buy a little bit and hold it. I love Stryker, AbbVie, as well as the last one here, Eli Lilly. They're all great stocks, and they've done nicely, 35% for 1 year. Not great, but as you can see here, AbbVie has been pulling back a little bit in a 1 week and 1 day chart. Even 2 week, they've not done much. And so is Strikelor. It's okay to buy some, these two because they are kind of trying to form a base at this point. And same is the story with Eli Lilly. I think they are also kind of consolidating at this price here. One day, 1 week, they have not done much. It may be okay to buy some. Next, we look at more large cap stocks. Performance is a little bit smaller than the previous stocks that we have looked at. There are some great stocks here: Zoetis, Medtronic, Abbott, Phar. Great stocks. Even Edward Life. There is positive sales growth as you can see here. They also done nicely for 1 year. And at the bottom of the stack with negative, we got GlaxoSmith, Royalty Pharma, and Gilead Sciences. At least some of these used to be great stocks earlier, but off late they've been fallen wayside. So Royalty is a good company. I like this company. It may be okay to initiate a small position in Royalty and hold it for a while. Next, we'll look at mid-cap healthcare stocks. I love mid-cap stocks because they're a little more stabler than small cap, but they give very good performance. So with that, if you look at Pacific Bios here, we got 604% performance, great performance. And they've been doing a little bit, not so great in 3 month, 1 month, and even 1 day time frame. It may be okay to initiate a small position here and hold it for a while. Tilray, I mean, this is one of those meme stocks. These stocks get short squeezed pretty often. It's a $15 company now. As you can see, they've done 9% in 1 week. So this is one of those companies. It's good to buy this company when they're down, and then just if you want to sell the stock, you can do that. They give very good. The stock bounces back very quickly. Novavax, other great play here. They've done nicely. Positive sales growth, huge sales growth. I think it's a great number. They are 56% off of their 52-week high. It may be okay to buy. They're already pulled back pretty hard. It may be okay to initiate a small position. Then you got here Select Medical, Envista. I think same story here. Okay type sales growth here, which is good, and they've done very nicely for 1 year. They're almost at 52-week high. I would probably wait for a little bit pullback here. Then you got Envite, TG Therapeutics, Biohaven. I love Biohaven stock. It's a great stock. They've done very nicely, and all of these stocks have pulled back pretty hard from their 52-week high. Um, you know, TGTX, I think they're a little bit expensive from a valuation perspective. So is ONTX here. And we got a couple more. I love these companies also. GMAD, Canopy Growth is a great company. Option Care, Chronos. I think all these are great companies. Tricky is to buy when they're down. And many of these things, for example, here, Chronos, and even CGC, Canopy Growth, Globe, GMAD, they're all down right now. It's maybe good to buy a little bit and hold for a while. Now we have few more mid-cap stocks here, like XLXis also. It's a great company, nice sales growth here. They are negative for the year, as you can see here. All these companies are negative for the year. So we got some great companies. I love Sareptos also. Amwell is a good play, but of late they've been going down. Bluebird, I don't know. This company is never catching a break. It used to be a very good company a while ago with the oncology research, but of late, company has not done much. Acadia Pharmaceuticals is again a great company. Stock has fallen off after their some debacle with the approvals and some tampering of evidence. It's a great stock to buy and hold it for a long time. So with that, last is small cap stocks here. I love small cap stocks. They do very nicely. As you can see, Ocugen has done 2,693% in 1 year, and so did SAVA, um, Bionano. I think they all done very nicely. The trick with these stocks is really they get short squeezed pretty often because many of these are little low price stocks. It's good to buy these stocks when they're down and have patience and hold for a while. They will always come back. If you look at Bionano here, it's got a positive sales growth, and same story. Afmed got a positive sales growth here. Nice performance in 1 year. It may be okay to buy this company and hold for a while. And so is Hexo, Chimerex. I think same story here. Hexo has got positive sales growth. Chimerex has got positive quarter-over-quarter sales growth here, and they've done nicely in 1 year time frame. I also like Endo here. It's a great company, and I think some of these FLDM and Dynavax, great companies. I think they've done pretty okay. Not great. I think they've done pretty okay. So with that, here we got one more batch of small cap stocks. There are some of these meme type stocks here. Celentro Therapeutics, $7 stocks. This stock also gets short squeezed pretty often. They got nice sales growth and also nice 1 year growth. Not great, but okay 1 year growth. And as you scan through this, there are some good stocks to look at. As you see here, there is So Young. It's also great play. They're down actually. And if you look at So Young, it's got positive sales growth, and so is AUPH, but stock is down. So whenever you see stock is down, but they've got a positive sales growth and nice gross margin, like So Young has got 83% gross margin, it's okay to buy a little bit and hold. And we've got a couple more here, same story, positive sales growth, and they are done negatively for 1 year. It may be okay to initiate a small position. And I love CCXI Chemocentrics. Stock has fallen back pretty hard, last couple weeks. I think it may be okay to initiate a small position and accumulate this stock slowly. I think they will do a nice bounce back as we go forward. So with that, I think that's the wrap. Thank you very much. Happy investing and trading.